Hello, thank you for joining me here at High Priestess Healer. Right now we're going to jump into a reading for the Taurus nation on March 21st through the end of the month, the 31st. So the last 2 weeks of this month of March. I'm going to use this deck for my Taurus nation. You may be traveling, we may be moving to calmer waters. Maybe going in a different direction. You may be being guided, somewhere, and you're able to hear your intuition. You're strong, and you needed strength to get through what you went through or what you're going to go through. Oh, card came out. And you had a need to set boundaries around you to get to that place of peace that you wanted to be, so that you didn't feel triggered or pain or upset in any way if people disrespected you, as you wouldn't want to you wouldn't disrespect another person. Okay, undergoing a transformation of sorts. An awakening, or just enjoying nature more. You're in need of or have been doing. Yes, this outdoor activity, this meditation, this time is for enlightenment and healing of the heart chakra, the root chakra, all the chakras, and filling your soul with light and things that make your soul happy. Okay. Whoop. Yes, see, healing is going to be the biggest one here for you. Okay, that's your message for today, is to work on your healing, and you can do so through setting boundaries for yourself. Okay, you know how you expect people to talk to you or not to talk to you, or how, the company that you keep, trying to think of some boundaries that I've set that, now I have healthy boundaries and I've set them, and so, it's people around me know how to behave differently. That some things are not okay, and please don't do that around me or to me, and or if I'm, doing something to somebody that is, they dislike, I always invite them to tell me as well, so that I can not step over their boundaries. I want to respect boundaries, and I want to be respected, is how I'm getting the vibe that I'm getting here. Okay, so yeah, you're feeling more confident, starting to glow and be yourself and come out of your shell and be authentic, and say, this is me, like in the movie, that Greatest Showman, this is me. I really like this vibe here, and I really see that third eye opening up, passion growing, new ideas bubbling, psychic abilities growing, and bringing healing to yourself that comes from above, and really knowing how to take care of yourself, how to love yourself, and getting that love and that motivation from above, from the Creator. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be receiving lots of blessings and rediscovering who you are, and really setting down stability and financial roots, and justice being served in your life, after a time of forgiveness. So your blockage at the moment is forgiveness. So you're needing to either forgive someone or have them to forgive you, in order to have the healing that we spoke about. Okay, and also need to forgive yourself. Okay, so self-love is part of the healing. Okay, and once this karmic completion is complete. This karmic cycle is complete of, learning to heal yourself through self-love and love from above. Then, you'll have the abundance and fertility. This is like Nine of Cups that, you deserve and that you want, okay? So for now, they're saying follow your inner guidance, okay, your inspiration, what sparks you, what gives you life, and that will bring the healing that you need, okay? Work on being compassionate to yourself and to others, and to putting yourself in their shoes and trying to see what it feels like to be in another person's shoes, and not just in your own, and then not just be one thinking about yourself, but think a little larger, about somebody else, or even a compassionate cause that you can give to, because that will help. The inspiration, I feel, is going to help you to be compassionate towards some type of a relief for somebody else, a global relief. Globally, we're needing a lot of relief in many different ways. And here, a lot of healers are coming. So we learn to go through the stages to heal ourselves, to become better healers, although we can be healers and psychic mediums and, mentors, without, just being where we are, with what we have, with the knowledge we have. But we want to gain more enlightenment, okay? And each time we go through a process, we gain more strength, okay? And we get more answers. And the good luck comes in. Because why? Because you have the courage. You have the courage to set yourself free from whatever bound you, right? And you healed yourself, and you gave self-love, and you went through the process, of forgiving yourself and others, and finished that cycle. Okay, that cycle ended, and now you have a release of your burdens, and many blessings are going to come. All your dreams, all your hopes are going to come true. And biggest of all, the most priceless, is that you're going to have peace, okay? And all because you went into this, inner state of trying to find yourself, trying to work on yourself to find the answers you need of what's going to set my soul on fire, what's going to make me happy, what's going to bring me bliss and joy, through righteousness and, transparency and putting in the effort that I need, where I need. Okay, and see, this is the biggest thing of all, self-love. Once you learn self-love, that was all the clarity that you needed. Okay, and then I know that once you gain the clarity of something, then you have to put it into practice, and it takes a while for you to integrate it and to change your life, with the new knowledge that you gain, So in the meanwhile, be easy with yourself, be easy with others, and be comforted by the animals, and comfort the animals that are, in your range, and trust, trust that everything is going to be okay. All right. Trust and know that everything's going to be okay. Feel that it's going to be okay. Because your transformation, like I said, is going to help you to leave your load of the old, of the past, of the things that once ailed you, that no longer serve you in being into a higher vibration. The things that kept you into this lower vibration were healing and were ascending, okay? And you're learning new truths, okay? And these new truths are helping you to heal, which means your well-being is now where it needs to be, and now you have the passion. You know which way to go, you're reliving your purpose, and you're moving in a new direction because you're now a new person, okay? You're moving in a whole new direction, okay? You're highly protected here, and you are, doing all the right things, headed the right way, and putting a closure to things that need closure. with love and compassion, and starting to think more about the things that you're talented in or gifts that you have, and like the Eight of Pentacles, like really start working on them. I'm really liking the energy of all this. Your willpower, reconciling with people, career advancements, closer knit with your spirit guides, possibly moving into a new home, committing to yourself and others deeper and ascending, knowing your life purpose and manifesting friendships and family and prosperity and new beginnings and happiness and justice, and seeing your own beauty after grieving, and now gaining all of the blessings that you deserve, because you decided to empower yourself. You decided to take back your power. Okay, I know you guys like to read those Kipper deck ones. All of these felt really, really good. It didn't feel like there was really much to work on except for that forgiveness. Okay, so that's going to be, I believe, the the one that needs to be worked on, okay, for today as far as advice goes. And then you'll see, Taurus, you will see the synchronicities of when you're done, You'll see angel numbers that'll help you along the way. And once you have done the forgiving and learning, then you'll see signs and synchronicities, and you'll feel different, and you'll, be different, and you'll love deeper, and you'll have more compassion, okay? Call upon the romance angels to see what is going on in the love life of my Taurus nation. Okay, show us what is going on. We got unrequited love. We have reconciliation. We have free yourself. We have separation. We have trust. We have it is safe for you to love. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, and then I'll get one more. So unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. So that's for some of you. Okay, and then for others, it says someone from your past is returning to your life, and that will be someone you will have a reconciliation with, your twin flame or your divine counterpartner. It says free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Okay, so you don't make decisions about your relationship based upon what you think others think you should be doing, or out of a sense of just duty or any other kind of intention. That's not the pure intention of love and light and the highest for all good of all, and good intentions. Okay, so if you are in separation from your person, getting that you're not going to obviously get back with them until you've healed the family issues. So you do need to more healing, inner child healing, and also just forgiving of like anybody in your life that you haven't forgiven yet, so that you can come back together in union. Okay, your love life will benefit as you forgive your parents. So some of you may have issues of abandonment or neglect from your parents of the past, and you're being asked to free yourself from that kind of energy, from that kind of negativity, scarcity thinking, any kind of fears that you have, any kind of a hold over you, addiction or hold over you from a person or, a substance. And then right here it says it's safe for you to love. So open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And that's under reconciliation. So for those who someone is coming back into your life, they're returning, it's safe for you to love them. It says that you can trust them, okay? So to open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, which is a beautiful thing for those who are in a relationship that's unrequited and they're not feeling, you know, loved. Maybe they're feeling lonely, maybe they're feeling, you know, sad or disrespected or whatever it may be, you know. But do take your time in healing and work on freeing yourself from the negativity, not just like run away from the problems, but like stay in the energy of trying to find the root and a solution, and to free yourself from that once and for all, not just bury it and let it come back up, okay? And the sooner you do that, the sooner you have that priceless peace, you're in union with your person, and you know you've got sunshine, rainbows in your life, more than not. Okay, and so I see it says trust as well. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So the people who are in this unrequited situation, looks like there might be a possibility of even, you know, staying together if you give it time. It looks like they want you to have like conversations, get closer and bond, and if not, then I guess that relationship just won't end up working out. But that's okay, because God is good, and there's always going to be a win-win situation for all, you know, and the highest good will prevail here, and love will prevail here, and being optimistic will help you get where you want to be sooner, okay, with your partner, you know. So forgiveness is the key here, okay? All right. If you have a question, go ahead and think about a couple questions, and I'll pull some cards here for you. And let's see what the answer to that might be. I see a yes. Listen to your intuition. Peaceful resolution. It's up to you. All right. Let's see. And let's see. Question number 1. The answer to that from my angel answer deck is going to be wait, look for a sign. When it's time, be assertive. Okay, it's going to be, it's up to you. Ask for help from others, like mentors, right? Or people you look up to give you good information. The situation will improve, okay? Although you will take some time to possibly process and get over and get through. But there is a peaceful resolution at hand. And the answer to your deepest question at this moment right now is no. Okay? And the answer to your other deepest question is yes, romance. So obviously no, don't stay in a situation that's unrequited. Yes, you know, definitely find someone that you can have a romantic relationship in. You have free will, so it's always up to you. But do make time to really go within to find out what you really want. And whatever you're going through, know that this too shall pass. So there can be a peaceful resolution if people could only learn to do these two things, which is compromise, right? And clearly communicate. But that seems to be an issue for most relationships, is these two. So without these two, you're going to continue to be in this separation mode, because God, Creator, doesn't want to allow for you to be in a relationship where either one of you are being, abused, or not taking care of the other one the way they should, or supported, So listen to your intuition. And if I'm right about what your intuition says, it's that, you know, there is something better. Yeah, there might be unknown, it might be unlikely in your brain. You may not even be thinking about it or wanting it. But, you know, if you believe, then it will happen. You can make anything happen. You can manifest the love of your life. You can manifest this relationship to work, you know. You can manifest anything, right? But what do you truly desire, okay? Where is your soul leading you to? Follow the guidance, okay? At the moment, we understand, though, your health is still improving because there's still some ongoing programming there that's causing you to feel some kind of pain or some kind of way that is causing ailing your body. But now that you're thinking more positive, now that you're starting to forgive, you're more abundant, and you have more energy, and you're able to think more clearly, okay? So, you know, healing from the past is kind of important, you know, the forgiveness part of it, so that you can make good decisions after that point, okay? So focus on your recovery right now, whether that means with the person that you're with, or, you know, without them. But you definitely need to free yourself from this negativity, you know, that is within you. And if it's with another person, obviously free yourself from them. But you need to recover the things you are in control of, that you are causing yourself, like believing in fear, living in fear, you know, is one of the biggest things, you know, scarcity mode, or, you know, wanting to control things and not going with the flow. All of these things, like resistance, you know, are feeling lower level energies we need to let go of, okay? And so I think right now is your recovery time. Okay, there's no more cards here on the top, so I'm going to stop. And your abundance is coming soon. Work on the forgiveness. Okay. Let's see, I'll have these cards too, clear. All right, for the unrequited love, let's see. Why is this unrequited? Who is, you know, doing what? I think there's some trust issues here in this relationship. It does say trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So there does need to be some trust. You know, you need to anchor yourself in this trust and feel secure. So have faith and trust and security in this situation, whether it happens how you want it to or not. It's going to come out for your best good. I don't think the one that has a requited love is going to work out. It's a big fat no with an exclamation point. So I'm going to do this one for the reconciliation line, which is the next line over. It has a romance in it, and it says it's safe for you to love that person, okay? So someone coming back from the past, reconciliation. We have underneath it the fox energy. So possibly, you know, somebody that is clever, has their eye on you, but also very flexible, you know, so was possibly just waiting for the right time to come around when, you know, you let go of your, you know, negative energy or person, and, you know, learn to forgive and have compassion, you know, and done some healing and recovering, okay? It's yes, there are obviously good, light, and dark to everything, you know, so it does say, though, just to be cautious and to have, you know, don't be too suspicious, right? Don't be suspicious, but do be cautious of every, you know, new interest, or if a new interest comes into your life. you know, just check and make sure their egos are in check, you know, that that they're heart-centered, because that's the kind of person that you want to live with, someone who is like an emperor or king of, you know, cups, who has their emotional heart, their chords in their heart, you know, tuned properly, and they know how to give love, and so that you can feel it and express how they feel, you know, and show you the closeness, and show you show you how amazing they think you are, and how beautiful that you are, you know, and you know, you feel safe, you know, in their presence. But yes, there are other names such as fraud or egoism, caution, suspicion, priority for own interest. For me, this is saying don't be suspicious, though. Why? Because that's the song that comes to me. Suspicious, suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I don't know. My kids told me that was a thing on TikTok, some kind of song that was going around. Suspicious, suspicious. Don't be suspicious. You know, and so that's what I get from that. It is a number 5, which is of change, and there's a 9, so it's, you know, somebody who has freed themselves, and they're single, ready to mingle. Okay. The other one, where there's unrequited love, that it can be, you know, become, the trust can be restored, and there can be forgiveness given, but that's going to take effort on your part, so it depends on you. Okay. But I do see that there's somebody or both wanting to try. There's an anchor, you know, and it's like, this is where I want to be, right here, you know, there's no place else I'd rather be, you know, and once that is affirmed, it's like, you know, things start to grow. Once you start to talk and open up and have the effective communication, instead of, you know, not having communication or not compromising, right? If there was unrequited love, but now there's compromise, and of course, you know, I can see how that could turn out to be a lovely relationship. Okay. But either way, there's a reconciliation. If not, and I get, you know, another song, and it's like, na 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 na. It says, this could be the start of something good. Okay. So it's always the start of something good when you reconcile, you know, with your person, you know, whether you're with them or you're not, you know. I know it says that someone is coming from your past, but maybe you're in the relationship and it's like, wow, you're just waking up to realizing this is my person, you know, and you didn't treat them like you should have before, because you didn't see it, or, you know, before. You felt it, but you didn't, you know, understand it. That's very possible. But now that you know the relationship is what it is, and the person is who they are, you know, it's you're putting in the work, and it's safe for you to love, and you just need to keep cautious in that situation. Okay. Be cautious of any situation that you are, that you had stress in, you know, especially if it was like a marriage, you know, and they're wanting new beginnings, but you guys used to, you know, have a lot of fights, you know, between, and, you know, it looks like the woman in the situation wanted a tower, and a tower moment, wanted to make a tower fall, or isolated herself, him or herself, and decided they were going to, you know, take charge and be a leader and be innovative and protect herself, him or herself, protect their heart, protect everything that's important to them, which is their family roots, you know, and their person, okay? This is what Mama Bear is trying to protect, okay? And, you know, but there seems to be a crossroads here, and I could understand, you know, because, you know, if there's unrequited love, then, you know, I can see how, you know, they might be at a crossroads. Do I stay? Do I go? Right, we have the travel. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I go in a new direction? All I know is I want happiness, right? I want a reconciliation with love, with romance, with a safe to love, you know, with someone flexible. Okay, so sometime, you know, you may need to use the scythe to free yourself here. Free yourself from a person or energies. And, you know, we understand that you're going through a hard times. You know, going uphill is not easy. Downhill is a little is easier and more fun, but uphill is a little harder. So you might stay in that separation mode there until, you know, you've gained enough momentum and you've learned the lesson, and now it's downhill, right? Like, it's all downhill from here. That's what they, you know, a saying or whatever. So, you know, if you can't get this trust back in the relationship, then I guess that's where the rib and the coffin come into play, that it would need to end. But if you can have those heart-to-heart conversations and, you know, be working on going the same direction, and, you know, realizing that, you know, this stress and arguing and things of that nature would need to go, and just keep the same, you know, trajectory here of focusing on the family and the relationship and the home, and keeping things new, and you know, even sometimes unpredictable, right? But just making sure that, you know, the marriage it's always safe to love, you know. It's a place of peace. It's a place of like feeling home, like you can trust somebody. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about trust. So you know, in this second line here, there's romance. You're reconciling, and there's romance. It's safe to love with the person that you're married with. And then, let's see, overstay optimistic. You got this heart. It's number 24, 6. It's also about love. And so if you're needing to stay optimistic about something, it says play positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, so you want romance, then you need to think positive, right? Stay optimistic. And this heart that's mended up in the manual is suggesting that there's a solution to the problem in the love life. So it's looking better. It's looking good, right? It looks like there might be a new start, you know, in marriage. Stress behind you, arguing behind you, but still, you know, seeing that tower moment, that tower leaning. Okay, the tower is still leaning. It hasn't fallen. But I see a tower, and I see that it's leaning, you know, and I see that Mama Bear is made her boundaries and setting to them, and, you know, and just waiting to see if, you know, if the person in her life wants to continue to move forward in this family tree, with this tree and this house in the middle of this man, you know, if they want to have abundance together with them, okay, or without them, but each other will need to have that compassion to one another, and try and put yourself in the other person's shoes, you know, and that forgiveness has to take place. So it says healing family issues, And I'm looking at this card of the Horseman, and it's a number 1. It can be an egotistical thing, but this also stands for success. So it says, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, so, you know, we can sit here and say, you know, we can be in denial about things, or we can face those fears, or ask to know what they are, and learn, you know, what the solution is. Okay, because it says that there is a solution. So, but you got to figure out the solution. If you don't go and figure out the solution, like, none of this mending happens, none of this reconciliation happens. You know, you're going to have tower moments instead of it just leaning. It's just going to fall. There's going to be more strife and more fighting and more, you know, in your head, and fighting with yourself in your head, and mental stress. And so we're working on a place where we see harmony, which I see. I do see the sun. I do see the ring and the bouquet and the romance card, and moving away from the past and bringing in more of the security and positivity. It says so you do succeed at this, okay, if you forgive. Okay, so you need to forgive your parents. It's right next to the other forgiveness card. They're together like this on the board, anyways, or down here. Forgiveness and forgiveness right next to each other. So that's the only impasse that I see, you know, is that the ego. It's got to do with something to do with the ego, or being proud, or being in denial, or, you know, not wanting to admit your vulnerabilities, which is fine. You can do this all by yourself if you want to. But if not, seek out help. That's why, you know, the cards were saying to, you know, to seek out help. So I do see success in this particular situation over here, where they're in a situation of being separated and needing to heal family issues. There's a coming together. It's successful, but I only see some temporary success, you know, unless you all are both on the same page, you know, because if the man is in one page and the woman's not, it doesn't work. Or if the woman's on one page and the man's not, then, you know, this tower here is not going to lean anymore. It's going to fall, whether by default or by someone pushing it over. Okay, so now we know, right, that it's about forgiveness. Usually when we gotta forgive someone, Taurus, is because we have some kind of healing that needs to take place. So there's pain, there's hurt, there's grief. These cards are about helping you get through grief, okay, and into a place of healing. And that's what we want to do here on this channel. I got 2 healings, so it looks to me like there's a lot of healing going on within my Taurus nation. Let's see. It says, honor your grief today. Others may minimize it or want you to have a different feeling. Don't look to others to understand it. Only you know the magnitude of your loss. So you're just going to get frustrated. Your wheels are going to run around in circles, and you're going to go like, they don't love me because they don't understand me. No, they just haven't been in your shoes. And a lot of people aren't like us, trying to focus on, hey, let's put ourselves in other people's shoes. We're telling, you know, other people have their egos up and their defenses up, and they're not trying, they're just waiting to, you know, they're in victimization mode just as well. You know, and everybody's pointing fingers on each other, right? This says to honor your grief. So others can minimize it all they want, you know. They may not even realize how cruel that is, you know, or they may want you to have a different feeling. You know, it's like, why can't you just stop feeling grief? Why do you keep saying that? Why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep feeling that? You know, it's like, it's been long enough, you know. It's like, well, I'm sorry I still feel this way, but that's the way I feel. And, you know, so maybe compromising and finding a solution and working together and being compassionate and putting yourself in someone else's shoes is going to help you to understand them and breed more life and love into your relationships, okay? But yeah, do know that only you and God are the ones who understand the magnitude of your loss. So just don't expect other people to understand. And if they do, great. But if they don't expect it, because it's just going to hurt you worse and feel disappointed that, you know, oh well, they don't love me because they don't understand me. You know, they just, maybe they do. Of course they do. They just don't understand. You know, some people aren't empaths and don't have that ability or that privilege either to be able to tap in and be like, well, you know what, I've never been in that situation, but let me feel what you're feeling and tap into someone's energy, you know, and feel how that feels. Like I can feel the energy of the cards of kind of what you're going through. It says, you can be responsible to people, but not for people. How others grieve is not your business. Focus only on your grief today. I would not feel guilty about laughing and living again. Wonderful. So I see you guys coming through the other end. You've finishing up this karmic cycle in your life where you didn't forgive, right? Not even yourself, but you learn to have self-love, right? You learn to heal. You took the time to do it, right? You took the time to find your inspiration from inside, your inner muse. You took the time to put yourself in other people's shoes and therefore gain what's called compassion. Okay, that's one of the most beautiful gifts you can receive, is to understand somebody and to comfort them instead of feel awkward, like I don't have no clue what you feel like and I feel so hopeless that I can help you, but I don't know what to do. Okay, so we'll do the hearts here and get a message from your person. There's one. Okay, he is alone by himself. Doesn't look quite content. More like a thinking of you type of a feeling. It says, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So if you're not smiling about the decisions you're making, then maybe you're not making the right decisions, okay? Maybe you're making decisions out of guilt, you know, or what you think you should do, or you're doing what other people tell you should do, you know, going with the status quo and all. But this says to really be true to yourself, right? We talked about being committed to yourself. And it says being true to yourself, that you can be true to others. So the person that you want to get with, wants you to be honest and authentic and genuine, you know, not someone who's going to put up some facade and be something that they're not. You know, they want you to be yourself. They want to know the true you, your true self. Here's your twin flame. It says your passion ignites. That doesn't surprise me in the least bit. I mean, you've gone through all this healing and self-love, you know, and you're now becoming an inspiration, you know, for others. So that definitely will attract your twin back, you know, out of separation or out of detachment, you know, if you're with them and you're just feeling detached, you know. So coming out of that time of separation where you felt, you know, the resistance and the stagnancy and the resentment, and now you have forgiveness and love and compassion, you know, and your passion ignites. So that's a really good card to have. that we can see you are progressing and moving forward rapidly. So one more card here from your person and what they would want to tell you right now. You see a lot of romance, taking care of each other. Let's pick this one. Oh, this is so beautiful. And then it's got the yin sign on the top. So here's what it looks like. It says balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Yeah, I like that. So, you know, it shouldn't be one way or another. Everybody contributes, you know, differently, but it's still, you know, even if you contribute one way and I do another way, it doesn't mean one way is better than the other. It just means you're contributing in different ways, okay? But to do so in a manner where there is, you know, a give and take, or that you are grounded enough to take on what you say you want to take on, okay? But they want you to be able to not just support someone, but to challenge them. If you see, you know, a person in your family that, you know they can do better, you know, to be their best version of themselves, then, you know, to challenge that person to do that. So let's see if there is anything else here. I always like to do my surrender cards. And those. All right. They were over there. I can't find them now. I just used them. Okay, well, let's do the light worker ones, okay? Because I like to focus a little bit on, you know, Taurus, your purpose, you know. Sometimes you, at this point in time, there's a big shift going on, in case you haven't felt it, okay? So yeah, priestess and inner temple. Tune into the portal of your heart. How are you being called to step up and lead? So you're being called to step up and lead. How are you being called to step up and lead? I want you to really ask yourself that this weekend, or this week, or right now, because you need to be able to plant seeds of sunshine, plant seeds of, you know, fertility that are going to grow, seeds of compassion and healing, that start within you. So plant them in your heart and let them grow, and then just be. Okay, being you will, you know, be the example to other people. Okay, so that's what we should be striving to do. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. So trust. So the card we got about trust was as much about, you know, trusting, learning to trust again in your relationship, which would be after you're able to forgive, as much as it is about trusting, you know, the universe to catch you when you take a new leap of faith in any adventure, okay? But it does say that you are already doing the things that you need to do, so keep facing your true north and to stop overthinking things, okay? So, yeah, here it goes. You're already doing it. I was just going to say again, I mean, we already got the answer. You're already doing it. And I can see here that you're already doing it. I told you you're already doing it. And this confirms that you're doing everything right and what you need to do. So don't overthink things, okay? All right. Let me see if there's any other blockages that I can find, okay? With my chakra cards. So from what I'm seeing, you're doing everything right. very few of you have scarcity thinking and are using alternate ways to cope, you know, when they're not happy. But they want you to think positive because the blessings are there, and you know how to get them too, and you need to do it in a positive way. But you created joy in your life, okay, through your inner wisdom and your inner healer, okay. See those cards? Isolation. Yeah, so it's time to get out of isolation. It's okay to be pondering things, you know, and, you know, like the hangman, you know, or what have you. But it's now time to get down, because you can't isolate. Like the tower sometimes means isolation. Well, no wonder it's leaning. You're up there too long now. So it's possibility that if you come out of the isolation and you come out the better person, you know, trusting and letting go of the negativity and whatnot, when you come down, that perhaps that tower won't need to fall, okay? So, and if it does, it won't be as hard of a blow, because, you know, you came down out of the tower first. You know, you're not going to fly down out of it with it, okay? So something will, you know, die and start again, but it's not going to be too hard of a transition, okay? It's going to be minimal, okay? Something that's bearable. And, you know, you have people who want to support you now, that, you know, want to be successful, that see your value, that love you. But just beware, be cautious of, you know, short-term, you know, short-term feelings, you know, like from people, you know, like, oh, is this person just, you know, in this for a little while or for the long haul? Is this new career going to be sustainable just for you know, the long term, or just for a little while, you know? So find things that are going to be very stable, very sustainable, just very anchored, and, you know, something that can move you forward, okay, and not hold you down, okay. Impatience. So I know it's hard that, you know, you don't have patience, you know, and it's like, oh, maybe you feel like it's just, things are not moving as fast as you want to, or you're not getting something you want to as fast as you want to. But they're saying take joy in, you know, what you're trying to create, and even to, you know, celebrate the little, like, magical things that happen. Like, follow the synchronicities, you know, they're there, and watch how things unfold, and just see how beautiful, feel into how beautiful it is when it unfolds the way, you know, it's supposed to, versus resisting a certain feeling, or a certain, you know, feeling that you should do something. Like, if you're resisting a feeling you know you should do, it doesn't feel good. But if you know you should be doing something and you go and do it, it feels really good. So that's the lesson here as far as impatience goes, you know. Impatience doesn't help you feel better. It makes you feel worse, okay? So that's your channel message. It makes you feel worse when you're impatient, okay? So, you know, go work on some self-discovery, you know, of your inner self, so that you can be the best person that you can for your family, for yourself, for your person. You should never be, you know, impatient for something, because you want it to come out just right. And if you're impatient with it, then it's not. I mean, you can be impatient, and but if you don't mess with it, it's still going to be good. Like, it's still going to come out fine. Just don't mess with it. Okay. So, perception, enlightenment, facade, and abundance. So you are gaining a lot of enlightenment, and new perceptions and downloads and from above, okay, from the spirit, you know, from the spirit realm to you, possibly, you know, through your dreams, you know, when and where to go for abundance, for answers, for people to help you, and, you know, just giving you the answers you need when you come in prayer and praise. And a need to always, you know, look up and within, okay, for those new precepts that transform you, okay, and end these karmic cycles that don't feel good, right? Okay, the lower level energies. It's time to put those to rest. So just ask to have a new precept around, I'm going to say, forgiveness. So I don't see anything else, you know. The only thing was this. Forgiveness has to do with the heart chakra, and this one is green, right, for heart chakra. So you need another perception around love and forgiveness so that you can forgive, and then you can have, you know, all of the abundance in the world, which is what you deserve and which is what you want, you know. Okay, so yeah, I mean, the faster you can forgive, the faster you can gain abundance. But every time you forgive a little more, a little more, a little more, you'll start to see more abundance in your life. Okay, so if you can work on that this week towards the end of March, then I should start to see the cards move differently. Okay, next month. Right, in April, instead of seeing the same story, guys. Okay, so let's work on forgiveness, coming from our heart-centered, understanding, putting in other people and putting in ourselves in their shoes, working on our own self-healing and self-love, and just trusting the universe after we give our very best, knowing that each situation is going to come out exactly as it needs to be. There's solutions, there's divine timing, there's so much blessings and enlightenment, and seemingly just really the divine just put everything right in order and right in balance that feels good and looks good. It's so orchestrated so beautifully if you see it from a bird's eye view, which is what you're called to do, okay? Bird's eye view. All right, so I'm going to leave this with you, and I pray that you guys will be able to put this into practice and use it in your life to, you know, kind of guide you. But of course, you are responsible for your actions, and you know, you get to interpret this any way you want to. The cards, you know, not just what I say as a reader. That's my take, you know, but you may have a very different one. So take a look real good at what I said, think about it, and decide what you resonate with. And if you have any comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Check out the description for my Instagram, my Priestess Healer 1111. And if you'd like to donate to the channel to further make it grow, that would be greatly appreciated. I love buying new decks. And I need black tourmaline and some amethyst up in here. I do have some black tourmaline, but it did break. I'm gonna have to get a new one. My pyramid. Yeah. I love it. It's just not as pretty as before it broke. Anyways, if you would like to have, if you're reading, you need some mentorship, you'd like to work on developing any of your gifts, if you need some career counseling or any kind of spiritual advice, do reach out. I would love to work with you and help you to ascend and be a catalyst for your soul to evolve to the next level, okay? So that we can get out of this matrix and into, 5D of unity, love, peace, happiness, bliss, heaven on earth, feeling that all inside of us all the time. I love you guys, and I'm so thankful that you're here. I'm so thankful that you are here to the end. If you came to the end, please give me a like, if you did like it, obviously, and subscribe should you care to know when my next video comes out for you, Capricorn. Starting to get really attached to you guys here. You guys are some good people. I am a new reader, so I'm still getting used to the energies of the different signs, I never go looking at other signs. I'm only my own, and I'm an Aries, but we're close buddies, okay? You're the second sign of the zodiac. I am trying to incorporate some astrology, if that interests you, for next time. And I have a way to do some predictions and whatnot. If you need time frames for something, I am able to work on time frames for that. But let me see if I do have some cards here. Let's see, what will my Taurus nation need to know for the next 2 weeks? For the next 2 weeks, what do they need to know? Let's see if anything comes out with the tarot, since we didn't pull that. Okay, next 2 weeks, what is it that my Taurus nation needs to know? What is it that they need to know? Love, happiness, marriage, flowers, abundance, enlightenment, protection, completion, inspiration, self-love, healing, improving health, forgiveness, impatience, separation, healing, stay optimistic about your love life, free yourself, separation, unrequited love, trust, it is now safe for you to love. So the number 66 could be important to you. 12 or 3, 61 or 7, 10, 35 or 8, 12 or 3, 9, 4, 11, 11. So 11, 11, yes, like I said, you're going through an awakening. 9, 10 again, yeah, 2, 6, 5, 4, 10, so that's 3 10s in this whole spread, so that's a lot of, endings going on, which is good, because it's leaving the past in the past, okay, leaving the past in the past, and starting new, okay. So, is there anything else that my Taurus nation needs to know? Let's find out. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, opportunity, money, healing, love, working together, something growing, money growing, 7 of Wands, standing up for your beliefs, ahead of the game, centered, Knight of Wands, passion for life, new ideas, free-spirited, Ace of Cups, giving and receiving love, 8 of Wands, lots of love, a lot of love, a lot of talk of love or thinking of love, a lot of action towards love, yes. And 2 of Cups. So yeah, in the next 2 weeks, you are definitely putting in a lot of effort with your partner to stay on top of the passion in the relationship and the love in the relationship, to make sure that it's always high vibing and at the top of the list of priorities, to make sure that you walk hand in hand and things are equal give and take, and there's that feeling of love and romance. So yeah, that with that karmic cycle ending there, you know, you're able to forgive, not have a chip on your shoulder, you know, whatever was going on in your heart, or the heart of your person. Now your relationship is able to grow and you can work together versus against each other, you know, because you or the other person became worked on being centered and, you know, preparing themselves and watching out and understanding more how to take back their power and how to live life and how to manifest and how to love and how to communicate, you know, and the effort that was put in grew substantially and became the 2 of Cups, which is very much an undying, eternal bond in life, you know, because sometimes if you're not at the right stage together, it's not easy to walk hand in hand under the same umbrella and it feel good, you know. You could be in the same house and it not feel good with your person. And so sometimes people need to go into separation to, you know, heal and mend until they, you know, come back. It's that whole twin flame runner chaser deal, you know. But I understand, you know, sometimes if you can't heal in the presence of a person, then you need to go and heal, you know, where you can and how you can, however you need to, and then come back together if it, you know, if that's what's meant to be. So I really like that the growth of the inner self and the outer self is good. So your outer self is really reflecting your inner beauty, your inner love, your inner zest for life, your inner passion is showing because you're putting forth effort. You're seeing your person put forth effort. You know, there's a lot of love back and forth emanating from the heart. You know, not just lust, although, you know, Knight of Wands is pretty, and 7 of Wands and 8 of Wands is all very fiery, all very passionate. You know, there's a lot of love there, okay? So there is a 9 of Swords, and then there's a Chariot, Lady Justice. Let's see what else. So there must be something on your mind or the mind of your person. Could be grieving over a loss of something or somebody. But you're moving forward. And Lady Justice is here to make sure that, you know, this karmic completion is done and finished, so that everybody can move on, with that win-win situation that I said. And who knows what's going to happen, but there's someone who has some anxiety, possibly can't sleep, and you're just, forging ahead. Maybe you just, there's a sadness because, maybe there was a time when you were getting along, you're moving forward together, but maybe it's not happening anymore. I don't know. I don't know why there's this Nine of Swords here. I'll have to figure it out after I get the rest of these cards out. But it does look like somebody's moving forward. The universe is moving them forward, like Major Arcana. And it just may mean that the vibrations of the relationship could be different. And so there's needing to be a separation. Like somebody's moving, somebody's leaving, they're moving forward. And, you're being called to raise your head, raise up your head, see what's going on around you, be aware of it, and figure out how you can move forward too, instead of sitting there sobbing and, causing yourself unnecessary misery or pain, okay? You're not stuck. It's not the end of the world. And, it looks like there's some kind of death in reverse and rebirth, and now there's a Queen of Pentacles. So, you've really made that Ace of Pentacles grow, okay? The Nine of Swords could also be some kind of pain, but maybe whatever it is that, was unjust, whatever that Nine of Swords was, you moving forward, and Lady Justice is taking care of it, and so now you can have a rebirth. And so what started out as the Ace of Pentacles, you worked together and nurtured it and gave it your all and put your passion into it, to whether it's a relationship, it is a relationship. So now you're, Queen of Pentacles. Could have started a family with someone, or you were already married to them, and they feel very secure. They're very nurturing, and they want to give back to you. The other person is starting to appreciate you more, and trust you more, and love you deeper, and see things from your side, and want you to be happier, and want to give to this relationship to see it grow, and desire to have an innate desire to want to build this relationship even bigger and better. I don't see one or the other not feeling that way, okay? Although, the Ace of Pentacles could also be someone else coming to your life, because there's a Three of Pentacles after that. And, the Seven of Wands deciding that, that that's what you want, and that's what you believe, and that's what you're going to stand up for. And, the Knight of Wands, also wants to, show their face and be wanting your attention as well. But you love yourself, and you're getting lots of offers of love for people who want to be your counterpartner. And maybe you're not sure what to decide, but that the universe tells you, and justice is happening, and so divine timing happens, and this death and rebirth comes at the right time, as you're looking for, what to do. You're improving health, working on the things you're supposed to, and You know, you decide now. They're like, okay, you decide. I told you what I think you should do, now you decide. Okay, you released your burdens, you know, because you've made a decision. So now you're happy with the decision you made. And let's see the outcome here. The outcome, you've made a decision. Really like to know what happens in April now. Looks pretty good. Passion, love. Feels really good in my heart space. From the energy of these cards. Knowledge. Things coming to light. You know, death to any deceptions. Rebirth to more love. Okay, and we got, yes, strength. So you had to be strong, you know, to reach that Two of Cups, right? But thank God you did, because now you've got this new zest for life. You're a Page of Wands, lots of ideas, and you know, you got some good news, because now your person is reached to Emperor status, or your Emperor has come into your life, and he's your divine counterpart. He's ready, and he's coming towards you to work together with you. Okay, he's coming towards you is what I'm getting. He's coming towards you. Yes, after some things get balanced out here. Okay, so with that said, I want you to work on forgiving yourself, right? Your own self-esteem. I possess gifts of soul that benefit me and others, okay? And that you have practiced faith over fear, adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, okay? See them as a challenge, okay? That is something that's happening to you before you, as they say. Find yourself a service project, you know, and open your heart space, okay? I feel good when I can help others. That's all very important to your success, okay? If that's what you're wanting, is to have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So being compassionate is what's going to get you where you want. But pride, that's going to tear down everything good in your life, okay? I love myself and I see myself in everyone. All right, so for now, we're going to trust the process, and we're going to ask for courage, okay, so we can have freedom from fear or any of our impasses, such as not accepting ourselves and loving ourselves. That stunts our growth, right? So we're going to remain in a state of gratitude instead of a state of regret, all right? Focusing on loving ourselves. And big time on forgiveness, okay? No judgment anymore on people, because that doesn't mean that you are loving them, okay? Your indecisions you will gain clarity on, and then have no doubt on. Work on recovery, your health at this moment, gaining balance between spirituality and practicality, and letting down any kind of guilt or remorse or regret or anything negativity, so your abundance can come in, okay, instead of a death of something. So surrender to the process. Don't have any doubts. Know that good things are coming to you. Try to lighten up with some humor. Continue to persevere. Know that you are never alone, okay? And to continue to build the friendships, because those are the things that are going to make you happy, okay? So if you need a personal reading, please reach out to me, High Priestess Healer at yahoo.com. And if you care to donate to the channel, check the description below. There is a Venmo link that you can click on. That'll take you directly there to make any contributions at that point. And I want to thank you for being a subscriber, for hitting that notification bell, and sharing this with somebody you think that would need it. Namaste.